In this video, I will discuss what is meaning of NIRF ranking, NBA accreditation, and NAac accreditation. So in this video, I will discuss one by one and what are basically benefit and how much this is important for any institute, program, or university to be get accreditation from these regulatory bodies, because nowadays this is very much important for every institute, program, or university to get accreditation. So let me discuss. Basically, first question arises: what is accreditation? So basically, accreditation is a formal recognition of an educational institution or a degree program by an external authorized agency based on some well-defined and documented criteria and standard. So basically, if we are talking about NIRF, NBA, or NAac, every regulatory body have some certain criteria and standard. If your institute, program, or university is matching those criteria and standard, so definitely your institute is going to or your program is going to be accredited. So there are some certain criteria, and every university and institutes are trying to achieve that standard and criteria to get accreditation. So to get accredited, the program or institution need to meet or exceed the norms and standard prescribed by the regulatory body from time to time. So basically, every accreditation has some limitation, some validity. Suppose if you are talking about NAac, so there is a condition that grade will be valid for only 5 years. So every institute and program need to to maximize their standard to meet this criteria again and again. So this external verification helps the student to get recognized by stakeholder for the quality and relevance the education they completed from that particular organization, for that particular program, university. So we are going to discuss three major ranking accreditation in this lecture. One is NIRF ranking, second is NAac, and third one is NBA. So in this video we will discuss one by one, and also I will give input how we can calculate our NIRF ranking. So nowadays you can find NIRF option on every university website, because whoever university is just applying in NIRF, they just put up their NIRF, and by clicking or downloading that particular data, you can visualize and understand how much the capacity of a student, how much they have a good quality of professor. Everything you can get from that particular NIRF ranking. And NAac also, this is organization give ranking at some grade, like A++, B+, C, something like that. So basically that grade tells about the quality of education that particular institute is providing, and same in case of National Board of Accreditation. So we will discuss each and everything. So first one, I am going to discuss the National Institution Ranking Framework. So the National Institution Ranking Framework was approved by the MHRD and launched by Honorable Minister of Human Resource Development on 29th September 2015. So basically this NIRF was launched by MHRD in September 2015. So this framework outlines a methodology to rank institutions across the country. So basically this particular methodology is going to rank your institute or university on across the country. Means suppose if your NIRF ranking is 15, means this ranking is going to be defined across the country, means that is not valid for a particular state or particular something. So basically in this case, ranking decide by considering all the institute and university across the country. The methodology draws the overall recommendation broad understanding arrived at by a core committee set up by MHRD to identify the broad parameter for ranking various university and institution. So nowadays there is a you know, every university is just trying to register yourself on an NIRF to get a ranking, because that ranking also attract the student. Which if a student see your ranking is a very good, it means if your institute or university is within 100, means that is very good. So this ranking very much helpful for you to get admission. So the parameter which NIRF broadly covers, these are: first one is teaching, learning and resources, second is research and professional practice, third is graduation outcome, fourth is outreach and inclusivity, and fifth one is perception. So now in teaching, learning, resources, basically these parameters are related to core activities of any place of learning. So in this particular parameter, we are going to find out how much students are studying, how many PhD you have, how many students you have. So everything or every parameter is just defined some marks. So first one is student in strength including PhD student, that is going to give you 20 marks. Now how we can consider these 20 marks? So basically this is a formula defined by NIRF. By putting this formula you can calculate how much marks you are going to get in this particular section. So basically this is a formula, and by using a formula anyone can calculate how much or how many marks you are going to get in this particular section. So the function and to be determined by NIRF. So here you can see what is meaning of NT and NE. So by putting the value of NE, NT and NP, we can get student in strength. Now second is faculty student ratio with emphasis on permanent faculty, that cover 30 marks. So by this formula you can cover value of FSR, means faculty student ratio. So basically this is formula, that is equal to 30 into 15 into F by N. So here from N you get from here NT plus NP. F means full-time regular faculty in the institution in the previous year. So F and N also you can find the value of N here. So we have 30, 15 and F or N. So by using this we can calculate faculty student ratio. Now combine metric for faculty with PhD and experience that consists 20 marks. So by using this formula you can calculate the value of FQ. FQ means faculty with PhD and experience. So this contains 20 marks. Now financial resources and their utilization, this also contains 30 marks. So by using this formula we can calculate the value of FRU, means financial resource and their utilization. So that is 7.5 into FBC. BC means average annual capital expenditure per student for the previous 3 years, and BO is average annual operation expenditure per student for the previous 3 years. So here we are going to get data of 3 years to calculate and to get near about value. So now this is first parameter, and this is very important parameter. So here main focus are teaching, learning, resources, because in first point we are calculating the student include PhD student. So this will give you 20 marks, and here we are seeing the faculty student ratio, and here the combined metric of faculty with PhD and experience. So this factor are very much important, and this contains 100 marks. Now talking about research and professional practice, means how many publication, mean how many paper your university or institute or program is delivering or publishing each and every year, because it also contains some very good marks. If you have major number of resource paper, research paper published in some various international journal, so this is going to give you some very good marks. So here combined matrix for publication. So by using this formula we can calculate the PU. Research and professional practice, in the second parameter is combined metric for quality of publication. So here quality of publication can be calculated by using this formula, and this formula is given by NIRF, and also you can find this formula at NIRF website. Now IPR and patents, how many patents or patent publication granted, this contains 15 marks. So here by using this formula we can calculate IPR. Now footprint of project, professional practice and executive development program, FPPP. For calculating this is a particular formula. So one by one step we can calculate everything. So this parameter also contains 100 marks. Now third one is graduation outcome. So this parameter also contains 100 marks. So this parameter forms the ultimate test of the effectiveness of the core teaching learning. Metric for university examination, that contains 40 marks. So by using this formula you can calculate. And metric for number of PhD student graduated, that contains 40 marks. By using this formula you can calculate. And by calculating this formula you can self evaluate how much marks you are going to get and how your ranking is going to be decided depending upon these marks. Now next parameter is outreach and inclusivity. The ranking framework lays special emphasis on representation of women, how many women you are promoting, how many women are on some key position, and how many women are just enrolled in your university. So everything this is related to female representation. So percentage of students from other state countries, that contains 30 marks, and by using this formula that can be calculated. Percentage of women, 30 marks. By using this formula women diversity can be calculated. And economical and social challenge student, by using this formula this can be calculated. This parameter also contains 100 marks. So facilities for physically challenged student means you are providing or not, because there are some maybe handicapped students, so there is any lift. If your building is more higher, means if your building have more than 5 floors or 6 floors or 3 floors, so you have any lift or not. So this type of phenomena also contains 20 marks. So by using this formula you can calculate. Now talking about perception. So the ranking methodology give a significant importance to perception of the institute, how much and you know how your institute is thinking, what is vision and what is aim, and how your institute is going to achieve that particular vision. So it's also depend upon your employee feedback and your alumni feedback, and also how employer and academic peer are thinking. So this also contain 100 marks. So this is to be done through a survey conducted over a large category of employers, professionals from the reputed organization, and large category of academic to ascertain their preferences for graduate of different institution. Comprehensive list will be prepared taking into account various sector region, list to be updated periodically. So basically these are parameters. So we have discussed 5 parameters, and every parameter contains 100 marks, but their weightage are very much different. So here you can see the first parameter we are talking about, teaching, learning and resources, that contains 100 marks but weightage is 0.3. And second is research, professional practice, that contains 100 marks, weightage is 0.3. And graduation outcome, that contains 100 marks, weightage is 0.2. Means if your institute, organization or program having this type of component, if you are securing more mark in this component, so definitely your ranking will be going to be improved, or you are going to get a very good ranking in NIRF means in the National Institution Ranking Framework. So these are disciplines which is covered by NRIF, that is engineering, management, pharmacy, medical law, architecture and dental. So they also give ranking to different colleges as well as a final overall ranking to different universities in India, irrespective of specialized discipline. Means here meaning of this, your engineering college is going to get different ranking, and also overall means on the basis of college you can get ranking, on the basis of whole university also you can get ranking. So now talking about second, that is NAac, that is very much popular and very much important for any institute or university to get this type of accreditation. So that is called National Assessment and Accreditation Council. So the National Assessment and Accreditation Council is an autonomous body which conduct assessment and accreditation of higher educational institute such as college, university or other recognized institute to derive an understanding of quality status of institution. Means if any institute have a NAac ranking, means that particular institute has some quality, because this type of ranking is just define your quality of education which you are provided. That's why the main reason every institute and university is just trying to get accreditation of NAac, and also they marketing that particular thing, because that particular ranking is just related to quality of education you are providing. So National Assessment and Accreditation Council was established by UGC in September 1994 at Bangalore for evaluating the performance of the university and college in the country. The philosophy of NAac is based on the objective and continuous improvement, so that all institutions of higher learning are empowered to maximize their resources, opportunities and capabilities. So assessment is a performance evaluation of an institution and its unit, and is accomplished through a process based on self-study and peer review using defined criteria. So as I have already told you, okay, NAac accreditation is basically valid for 5 years. So they will evaluate the overall functioning of an institution based on the defined criteria and score the institution with the grade C being the least and A++ being the best. So the NAac accreditation is valid for a term of 5 years. So you have seen many institute and universities just promoting the A+ aggregated, the B+ aggregated, B aggregated, means that is going to define in which level they are falling to providing the quality education. So basically the key area of assessment for NAac is curriculum, teaching learning mechanism and evaluation, infrastructure and learning resources, faculty qualification, research, innovation and extension, student support and progression, management, organizational structure, financial standard, governance, leadership and management, and institutional values and best practices. So by this area of assessment you can see how much they are focusing on the quality of education. So basically what are the benefit of NAac accreditation? That's why every institute and university is just to try to get a NAac accredited, because there are various reasons, there are various benefit. So NAac accreditation helps institution to identify their strength and weakness during their review process. During the NAac accreditation they can know where they are strong and where they are lagging behind, so they can review their performance, review their structure, and also they can overcome from their weakness. So its assessment help the institution to initiate a new method of education. NAac identify the internal areas of planning and allocation of resources. NAac grade helps the student identify the best school, because if any student is going to take admission in any institute and university, firstly they try to search on the Google this institute or university is good or not. So the major factor by this by that factor they can identify one is NAac accreditation. If any university or college is NAac accredited, means that a college and institute is following some standard method of evaluation. Their curriculum is very good compared to other who are not NAac accredited. So this accreditation is very helpful to identify the best school. Better NAac grade help the institution to grasp on good student. Student get easily placed for higher education due to college accreditation, and also that accreditation is very helpful to get placement and get job from the company or organization. Enhances cooperation in the campus. It's help agency fund the best college for higher education seeing the NAac accreditation though. And also there are many benefit. If your college and institute is NAac accredited, your faculty can get a project, also they can get fund for doing many things. Attract companies for hiring. Better academics and better exposure for intelligent peers and other supporting infra in A grade institute. So these are they are very advantage of being NAac accredited. So these are basically the criteria. So here you can see basically they evaluate on the range of 4. So if your score is between 3.5 to 4, your institute or university will be accredited by A++, that is highest level of accreditation in NAac, and lowest is C, that is only accredited. And if your CGPA is less than 1.5, means you are not accredited. So basically by this table you can find where your institute is going to lie. A++ is a highest accreditation rank and C is lowest. So what is basically difference between accreditation and ranking? Because the first one was NIRF, that was ranking, ranking, and NAac is accreditation. So there are some difference. So let me discuss. Accreditation is a 5-year comprehensive assessment of the institute as a whole. Ranking is a yearly affair, means NIRF is going to be every year. So your ranking can be going upward, can be downward, and NAac accreditation is valid for 5 years. So after 5 years also you can apply for NAac accreditation, you can improve your accreditation. Accreditation gives absolute grade. Ranking is related to other institutions similarly placed. So here we have using two grading. One is absolute grading and second is relative grading. So accreditation gives absolute grade, means that is fixed. Ranking is relative to other institutions, how they are performing. Accreditation is one-time 5-year event, means accreditation is going to happen one time in a 5-year of a span, and accredited institute can slip in their yearly performance, but ranking is going to be happen every year. Stakeholders are interested in knowing whether the institution is doing better or worse at the end of each year. Ranking is an annual report card to the nation and the stakeholder on what has been done by the institution in the last 1 year on the given performance. Very few institutions have got accreditation where ranking is open to all, so every university can get their rank. That rank can be 1000, 2000, depending upon how much university or college are participating in that particular process. It is due to the reason that across the country there are both accreditation and ranking. Now talking about last one is that is National Board of Accreditation. So NBA is more specific in that it accredits program instead of the whole institution. So basically NIRF ranking and NAac is basically for a whole institute, but when you are talking about program basis, so NBA is accredited program instead of whole institution. This is more helpful, as some institution may have a mix of excellent department as well as average department. So the process, parameter and criteria for accreditation used by NBA are in the line with the best international practices oriented, assess the outcome of the program. So you can take NBA accreditation for your engineering, NBA accreditation for your MBA. So this is basically program specific rather to institution level or university level accreditation. The objective of the body is to assure the quality and relevance of the education in professional and technical discipline. The body ensures student a quality and relevant education to the expectation of stockholder from an accredited program. NBA accredits technical programs such as engineering and management program, while NAaC accredits general college and universities. Accreditation is a process of quality assurance and improvement whereby the program in an approved institution is critically appraised to verify that institution or the program continues to meet or exceed the norms and standards prescribed by the regulator from time to time. It is a kind of recognition which indicates that program or institution fulfills certain standard and criteria, and the purpose of the accreditation by NBA is to promote and recognize excellence in the technical education in college and universities at both the undergraduate program and postgraduate level. Institution, student, employers and the public at large all benefit from the extent verification of quality provided through the NBA accreditation process. They also benefit from the process of continuous quality improvement that is encouraged by NBA's development approach to promote excellence in technical education. Through accreditation, the following main purposes serve: support and advice to technical institutions in the maintenance and enhancement of their quality of provision, confidence and assurance of quality to various stakeholders including students, assurance of the good standing of an institution to the government department and other interested bodies, enabling an institution to state publicly that it has a voluntarily accepted independent inspection and has satisfied all the requirements for the satisfactory operation and maintenance of quality education. So there are some benefit of accreditation as we discuss about NAaC. Now talking about accreditation, how any can get benefited from this. So accreditation is a tool that stakeholders use to monitor, assess, evaluate the standard and quality of education a student receive at the college, university or other institution of higher learning. Some of the major benefit enrolled students receive by attending an accredited institution program are follows. Accredited institution program offer the highest quality of education. Accredited institution program strength consumer confidence, employer values, degree of accredited program. Accreditation helps institutions to know their strength, weakness and opportunities, push them to continuously improve their program and give them a new sense of direction, identify and targets. Accredited institute program demonstrate accountability to the public, commitment to the excellence and continuous quality improvement. NBA only accredited program in engineering, computer application, pharmacy management, hotel management and catering technology. So now there are some questions. So here we can discuss what is difference between NAaC and NBA. So the primary difference in NAaC is an institute level accreditation, where NBA is a program level accreditation. Which program come under NBA? So engineering and technology, computer application, pharmacy management, hotel management and catering and architecture. So you can apply for accreditation by NBA. So your institution definitely can apply for accreditation by NBA for some program as like engineering and MBA. What is NBA accredited degree? So an engineering college that has NBA accreditation carries the stamp of recognition of its education quality assurance both at the undergraduate and postgraduate level. What is NAaC full form? So as we know, the NAaC full form is National Assessment and Accreditation Council. So what is full form of NIRF? So that is National Institution Ranking Framework. So is NBA part of AICT? So basically MBA is a very different. So what is NBA fees? So NBA fees is 1 lakh plus 18% GST. So both are different. So these are some very good question about. So I hope you understand what is NBA, NIRF and NAaC. So thank you for watching this. Thank you.